What's up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the royal drama. It's been a minute since I talked about these guys, but I wanted to just cool it off a little bit since Kate Middleton came out and announced that she was diagnosed with having cancer after abdominal surgery and that she's going to be going through chemo treatments. And that, I feel like, it shut a lot of people out. Unfortunately, there are some clowns out there that want to try to get into the conspiracy theories about, is it really true? Is it real? And, you know, some doctor even came out allegedly to claim that he doesn't believe that she has cancer. Did you get on the, did you get in the operating room and search her abdominal areas to scan and see that it like, what kind of stuff is that? This is the type of stuff that I just feel is so ridiculous. And prior to her coming out to announce that she was diagnosed with that, I did some commentary where I came out to discuss the fact that I felt that it was disgusting that there were people out there that were speculating about her and William's marriage. You know, Andy Cohen with the stupid statement that he made that he actually came out and apologized for later, quietly, but he did, to say that, well, you know, he is his father's son. And I talked about that before he even said that, because I felt like people were trying to put him in the same boat as his dad, because we know the situation between now King Charles and now Queen Camilla when he was married to now deceased Princess Diana. So I don't like when people do things like that, because just because you are the child of someone does not mean that you cannot make different choices for your own life. So just because his dad was a cheater doesn't mean that he was a cheater. And why isn't any putting that label on Harry? Are people out here saying Harry's cheating on Meghan? You know what I mean? So I just don't like stuff like that. But people are going to clown and people are going to make stupid comments and do things like that. So I expect nothing less. But I just really felt that it was a bit much, knowing that prior to her announcing and the monarchy announcing that she was going to be undergoing, and they didn't have to say this, but they specifically said abdominal surgery, and she would be down for several weeks, then all of these people were coming out here making false claims. So I felt like she kind of had to do what she did. She didn't have to, but I felt like she probably did it because she said, you know what, we have to shut these people down and shut them up. And I'm going through a lot. And so let's just go ahead and put it out there. So before she came out and made that statement, I did some commentary where I was saying, this woman has had surgery. She announced that she was having surgery prior to that fact. And she also is a mother. She has 3 children. And while I am in the United States, I'm not in the UK. And I really don't understand all of this stuff about the monarchy and all of that stuff. I really don't. But I think some people get it twisted because, yes, they are being propped up and sponsored, if you will, and living a life that they're not homeless, they're not struggling, they're not having to want for, I wouldn't say want for anything, because I even heard there's some things that they're not allowed to eat, which is, you know, I don't understand that. But I'm just saying they are pretty much living a life that they are ordered to live based on being either born into that or marrying into it. And while some people may not understand it or even respect it, Kate is doing what she is supposed to be doing in her role. Meghan wanted the lifestyle that she thought she was, you know, going to be pretty much served, when in a number of ways, the monarchy, they live a life of service. So they do, even though she claims, or people like to claim, well, Meghan has a very charitable background. She does a lot with charity. But this is on a different level than I feel that she was really ready for and expected. And she bailed out. Okay, she bailed out. Her husband bailed out with her. He followed her lead. I'm saying it like that because that's what I believe. He followed her lead. And then here they are in the United States making money off of the titles. So I want to talk about this really quickly. And I'm probably going to do a separate commentary talking about some other things, guys. But I wanted to share this because they're saying that Harry is in an awkward place now since releasing Spare and the comments that he made about Kate since she confirmed her cancer diagnosis. Harry and Meghan, they were, I guess, trying to show support for Kate, and they put out a public statement saying, "We wish health and healing for Kate and the family and hope they are able to do so privately and in peace." Before Kate's public update about her health, Harry and Meghan were on the outs with the majority of his loved ones following their 2020 exit from the royal family. The division got even worse when Harry released his book Spare in early 2023. A second source previously told Us magazine that Kate was not happy with how Harry wrote about her, including claims that she made Meghan cry and encouraged Harry to wear his infamous Nazi Halloween costume. Now, I didn't read the book. I have no intentions of reading it, but I felt like when I heard about that, I felt like that was BS because let's say Kate did encourage him to wear the costume. He's the one that put it on. Are you telling me that he was like a 5-year-old that didn't understand what that meant or what the implications of it were? So for him to try to put the blame on Kate for that, to say, well, yeah, she encouraged me to do it, so I did, like, that's some bull crap. So I never bought into that. So if I were her, I'd be pissed too. All right, so it continues. Kate feels that Harry's actions are atrocious. She is appalled at him for dragging her name through the dirt and is finding it hard to forgive. Another insider revealed that William doesn't see how his younger brother could come back into the fold of the royal family. At this point, he's got no plans to speak to Harry. He's come to terms with the fact that he's lost his little brother and quite possibly for life. Now that's, I was about to say that's sad. If we think of the family dynamics, most people are going to say, oh, that's sad. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I'm just speaking from experience in my own personal situation. Family is what you make it. And yes, sometimes we are born into the same family and we could have the same mother and father, and that person that is your sibling could be a stranger to you. So to try to force something where it doesn't fit doesn't make sense. I won't do it. I tried, and I've had someone that was a sibling that has the same parents, and I say parents with an S, plural, as I do, and did something so terrible to me and has no apologies whatsoever for it. And if the person apologized, I'm not saying I wouldn't accept the apology, but that doesn't mean that there's going to be a reconciliation and I'm going to try to, no, you showed me who you are. So I can't say that I don't understand William and his feelings with that. But the other thing that I wanted to talk about is the fact that the titles, that they're in danger, meaning Harry and Meghan, of losing them for good. And we know that's what they use to profit off of it. Now, I'm not saying that if the titles were lost, that they wouldn't still be able to make money just because people already know who they are and they've used that to profit off of. But yeah, that's what they're discussing. And they're saying that Meghan is treading a very dangerous path by setting up a new commercial project. Each time she ramps up the commercial side of her life in the States, she risks losing her royal title. Now, she recently launched a new brand. It's called American Riviera Orchard. That's a lot. But anyway, definitely the titles are being used. And for now, the senior royals in the UK are watching and waiting. They don't want to act too quickly in case they are accused of being vindictive. But when things calm down, a decision will be taken that Meghan may not like. Quinn, who is a royal expert, told OK Magazine that the senior royals have a major issue with Meghan and Harry because of a deep distrust in the royal family of using family connections and royal titles to make money. It is seen as a potential threat to the very existence of the monarchy, and threats like this always bring out the ruthless side of the firm. When Meghan and Harry stepped down from the royal family, strict rules were put in place for them to follow. Meghan and Harry launched a redesigned Archewell website in February, just as King Charles III battled cancer and Catherine, Princess of Wales, recovered from serious abdominal surgery before her own cancer struggle took over. Although the late Queen Elizabeth II commanded the duo to refrain from monetizing her crown, its new wearer's shocking sickness may have given the toxic twosome, this is what they're calling them, an out to disobey the monarchy's wishes. Harry and Meghan ditched the royal family 4 years ago for California, but not before the late Queen issued a directive that the pair were not to use the branding Sussex Royal for monetary gain. Under Charles III's monarchy, all bets seem to be off, since the couple is still using the royal titles and their styles all over their new website. So they just basically said, F them, okay? With the controversy, a source close to the California couple pushed back on claims by pointing out facts. Prince Harry and Meghan are the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. That is a fact. It is their surname and family name. Harry and Meghan, no matter what they may or may not do to court or attract controversy, are and always will be their Royal Highnesses, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Harry will always be styled as Prince, and as long as she remains his legal wife, while Meghan will always be the Princess Henry. But, okay, this is unless King Charles issues letters to strip Harry and Meghan of both of their titles and Prince/Princess styles, which he can do with the stroke of a pen. Now, will he do it? I don't know, because I don't think that's top of mind for him right now, especially with him dealing with cancer. And not speaking anything over him, but who knows how much he has left, right? You know, how much time he has left. I don't know. But he is a man of a certain age and he's going through cancer. But anything's possible. But with that being said, with what Kate is going through and them just trying to focus on positive things and her health and her family and living life continuously, I don't think that it is a good idea for Harry and Meghan to be around them. Now, I heard that they did extend an invitation. I don't know how true that is. And if they're smart, I don't think that they would be around during the times that she is going through treatment. I just don't think that it's a smart thing to do, because if it were not for what she was going through, would that invitation have been extended and would they be considering a visit? I don't think so. Meghan's too busy focusing on her new brand and making money, just like she was before they got married. As soon as he proposed, her mind was on cha-ching. How can I monetize this relationship? And that's what I'm going to talk about in a different podcast, because I just feel that it's something, one, that I want to talk about. And someone alluded to something sometime back when I did some commentary on the royals, and they made a comment about about marriage and being in a struggle, broke financially relationship. And that never was what I was alluding to, but it's something on a whole other level when it comes to Meghan. So I just want to talk about that. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section below. Thanks for being here, for liking and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.